Today's I'm Dr. Arpana Chaudhary, Assistant Professor of Gynec Department, GMC Surat. Today's lecture on placenta previa. Now, first we discuss some point of antepartum hemorrhage. It is placenta previa is one of the cause of antepartum hemorrhage. First of definition of the antepartum hemorrhage: bleeding from the genital tract after the 28th week of pregnancy, but before the birth of baby. Now, causes of the antepartum hemorrhage. First of placental bleeding, most of present 70% of antepartum hemorrhage like placenta previa and abrupts of placenta. Unexplained bleeding 20% present, and extra placental causes like local trauma, cervical polyp, cervical carcinoma or cervical erosion. Now, definition of the placenta previa. The placenta is partially or totally attached to lower uterine segment. Incidence of the placenta previa 0.5 to 1% of pregnancy who delivers in hospitals. Okay, it is more common in multipara, infants and twins pregnancy due to the large size of the placenta. Etiology not well known, but due to low implantation of the blastocysts, development of chorionic villi in the deciduum capsularis leading to attachment to the lower uterine segment. Large placenta is in teens pregnancy. High risk factor for placenta previa, multiparity due to large placenta, increased maternal age more than 35 years of age, smoking, prior of curettage with a history of previous 2 or 3 uterine curettage done for missed abortion or return product of conception, previous cesarean section or previous 2 cesarean section or history of myomectomy. It is including in high risk factor of placenta previa. Now, types of placenta previa. According to types and degree of placenta previa, it divided in four types: low-lying placenta, marginal placenta, partially complete placenta, or complete covering of the placenta. In marginal placenta, low-lying placenta previa, it is placental tissue or placental edge. Up to the margin of the placenta previa. In partial covering of the placenta previa, placental tissue partially cover the internal os, and complete placenta previa, placental tissue completely cover the internal os. For clinical purpose, these types are graded into the mild degree. In placenta or anterior implantation, the type 1 and 2 are it is included in mild degree. In major degree, when placenta implant posterior, type 2, 3 and 4 include in major degree placenta previa. In notes, why placenta previa posterior more dangerous than the anterior? Placenta previa marginalis is posterior if of the bad prognosis than the marginalis anterior, because it anchors on the true conjugated diameter, delaying the engagement of the head. And also, engagement of the head will compress the placenta against the sacrum, causing the fetal asphyxia. Now, mechanism of the bleeding. Progressive stretching of the lower uterine segment normally occur during the 3rd trimester and labor, but the inelastic placenta cannot stretch with it, that lead to opening of uteroplacental lesion and lead to episode of bleeding. It's a bleeding also present in 24 or 28 week pregnancy due to the mild separation of placental attachment. The closer the term, the greater in the amount of bleeding present. Now, mechanism of spontaneous control of the bleeding. Due to the thrombosis of open sinuses or placental infarction or pressure by the placentaic part. Now, discussion placental migration. Meaning of placental migration, which is increased gestational age and the formation of the lower uterine segment. The gap developed between the placental age and internal os, known as the placental migration. Placenta present at a low lying at the 20 week of the pregnancy. Now, repeat USG or 34 week USG, then it is not present placenta previa. Rule out the placenta previa because of the placental migration. First of with increase the length of uterine segment, the lower placental edge replaced away from the cervical os, or second here is a growth of propoblastic tissues toward the fundus. Now, symptoms of the placenta previa. It is causeless, painless and recurrent bright red vaginal bleeding. Causeless may be present with cause, like may be followed by sexual relation or by vaginal examination, or painless may be present associated with the labor pain. Its recurrent may be occur once in slightly in placenta previa lateralized. Fortunately, the first attack usually not in severe. Now, signs of the in general examination, first vitals examination, if mild or slightly blood loss is spotting be present, then vitals are normal and amount of anemia not proportional to amount of blood loss. Patient develop in SOX develop if there is a acute severe blood loss and anemia develops. If there is a recurrent slightly blood loss, the vitals also changes. It's like a pulse may be present with fever or tachycardia, hypotension develop and respiratory rate increase. Now abdomen examination. In abdomen examination, uterus is corresponding to gestational age and relax is not tender. Fetal part and heart sounds can be easily detectable. Fetal heart sound present and regular rhythm. Okay. Malpresentation most commonly particularly transverse lie, oblique lie and breath presentation are common as well as the non-engagement of the head due to the occupy of the lower segment by the placenta. Now vaginal examination, also known double setup examination. In double setup examination, it need when indication of double setup examination in conclusive USG report and USG facility is not available. In first of examination, first specular examination to rule out the local cause like cervical erosion, cervical polyp and cervical carcinoma. Then pervaginal examination. Nowadays not necessary, but in case necessary, if indicated only if the active treatment is initiated, maybe provide a severe attack of bleeding, so it should be done with following precaution. Precaution including in the examination done in the operating room under general anesthesia and cross-matched blood should be available. Operative theater is ready for immediate cesarean section. How to examine the vagina? If the first introduce the index finger gently through the dilated cervix and feel the placental tissue. If present with soft fibrous tissue, it's likely the placenta previa. Now investigation. It is all routine investigation and necessary like HB blood group or antenatal profile. In ultrasonography is a most simple, precious and safe method for placental localization. To rule out the placenta previa, necessary to partially full bladder is necessary to identify the lower edge of placenta. If the less than the 3 cm from the margin of the internal os, it is diagnosis of placenta previa. With increased gestational age in the formation of the lower uterine segment, gap develop between the placental edges and the internal os. It is known as placental migration. So it is recommended to repeated scan when the placenta previa diagnosis in mid-pregnancy. Now differential diagnosis. First of all, the first specular examination for rule out local cause like cervical carcinoma, cervical polyp or any trauma or cervical erosion. Differential diagnosis between placenta previa and abruptio placenta. Now nature of the bleeding, character of the blood. In placenta previa, painless, causeless and recurrent bright red color blood. In abruptio placenta with painful, continuous and dark color blood. In general examination, proportional to visible blood loss, it is out of proportional to visible blood loss in abruptio placenta. Features of preeclampsia in placenta previa not relevant. In abruptio placenta, 1/3 of cases are relevant. Height of uterus proportional to gestational age. In abruptio placenta, enlargement and disproportional due to the retroplacental collection of the blood or retroplacental hematoma. Feel of the uterus in placenta previa, soft and relaxed uterus. In abruptio placenta, tense, tender, rigid. It's like a stony heart. In malpresentation of malpresentation is most common in placenta previa like breech, transverse lie, oblique lie, okay, and head is not engaged. In abruptio placenta is unrelated as head is engaged. Fetal heart sound. In placenta previa, fetal heart sound present with regular rhythm. In abruptio placenta may be absent when severe degree of placenta previa, it is absent of fetal heart sound, or maybe it is a fetal in distress, like bradycardia with bradycardia. Now management of the placenta previa. First of preventive management. During the antenatal period, adequate antenatal care for correction of anemia or well health of pregnant lady. In antenatally diagnosis of low-lying placenta at a 20 week with routine USG need to repeated USG at 34 week. It is very helpful for planning of the delivery or planning of the antenatal care. Or significant morning hemorrhage not ignore. If patient present with a 24-28 week of the pregnancy or 32 week of pregnancy not diagnosed as a placenta previa but patient with a bleeding PV, that time it is not ignoring the warning hemorrhage. Colorful Doppler USG detect a placenta accreta. It is necessary with patient history of previous 2 seizure section, previous 1 cesarean section, or history of myomectomy, or a history of previous 2 to 3 curettage for the abortion or missed abortion. That after that time necessary the color flow Doppler USG to detect placenta accreta, increta, or procreta. At home, a patient present with the bleeding at the home, immediately put on the bed to assess the blood loss. Quickly and gentle abdomen examination is necessary. Do not vaginal examination must not be done. It is provoke the vaginal bleeding, so it not done. Immediately transfer to hospital and patient admit in hospital immediately. Now treatment. When patient admit in hospital, what should do? Assessment of patient condition, general and abdominal. First, assess the general condition of the patient, head to toe examination, vitals, pulse, BP, respiratory rate, then clinically pallor present or not present, SpO2 maintain or not maintain, then general examination, abdomen examination, then vulval examination, active bleeding present or not present, examination and resuscitation if needed. To assessment of blood loss, blood samples should be taken for investigation and cross match. To insert 2 large bore IV cannula and start IV fluid according to blood loss. At least 2 units of cross match blood should be ready or available, or gentle examination abdomen and vulva. Then after ultrasonography to rule out abrupts of placenta or placenta previa or central placenta previa or marginal placenta previa. In ultrasonography, differentiate between the abrupts of placenta like retroplacental hematoma is abnormally implant placenta, marginal bleeding may be mildly separation of the abnormally implant placenta or placenta previa in the lower uterine segment. Assessment of the fetal viability, age, position and presentation is necessary to management of the patient. Now, final diagnosis by the history, examination and a USG. Now, expectant is like conservative management. Aims of the conservative management like aim to continue pregnancy till fetal become mature without maternal fetal complication. Criteria for expectant management, it is availability of blood transfusion, facility of cesarean section should be available, mother in stable condition, duration of pregnancy less than 37 weeks, and active vaginal bleeding is absent. The fetal well-being. It is necessary for criteria for expected management. Now, steroid therapy is indicated when less than 34 weeks of the pregnancy. If less than 36 weeks of pregnancy, conservative treatment is indicated till the end of 37 weeks, but not more than. In conservative management, patients should be kept in hospital with bed rest and observation till the delivery. Anemia should be correct if present. Observation of fetal well-being. Anti-D immunoglobulin is given for the Rh negative mother. And also look for the amount of bleeding. If bleeding present and severe, anti-shock measurement like resuscitation of the patient and do immediate cesarean section. If bleeding is slightly but less, look for the gestational age. Less than 37 weeks of pregnancy with continue with the bleeding and pregnancy continue. More than 37 weeks of pregnancy, fetal maturity achieved, then do immediate cesarean section. If complete 37 week pregnancy terminated by the cesarean section. Now active management. Active management is an indication when active management is required. Active bleeding present, bleeding continue that effect on mother and fetus. Pregnancy more than 37 weeks, mother is unstable, patient in labor, intrauterine fetal death. The indication of the active management of third. Now, inactive management including cesarean delivery or normal delivery. In definitive management in delivery, it is cesarean delivery. Indication of cesarean delivery. Placenta previa central is whether complete or incomplete even if the fetus is dead. And patient with placenta previa with intrauterine fetal death, complete or incomplete placenta previa to do cesarean section. Placenta previa marginally posterior. It is posterior placenta more dangerous than the anterior placenta. When placenta previa marginal, it leads to fetal asphyxia due to fetal compression and severe bleeding pressure and presentation other than the vertex like breech, transverse line, oblique line. Other obstetric indications are contracted pelvis, prolapse, and elderly premigravida, and also vasoprevia. If the patient in labor, first to do a vaginal examination under the all precaution previously mentioned. According to finding, the patient will be delivered either vaginally by amniotomy or oxytocin or by the cesarean section. But vaginal delivery is allowed if the following findings or criteria are fulfilled. First of the placenta previa lateralis or marginalis anterioris. Placenta bleeding is slightly, patient is vitally stable, fetal is well-being, vertex presentation, adequate pelvis, no soft tissue obstruction, partially dilated cervix to allow amniotomy, or also rule out a previous history of myomectomy or previous to cesarean section. Now notes, lower segment cesarean section is preferable because of it's allow better control of bleeding, the placenta previa. It is easily approachable. Now it leaves a strong scar that can withstand subsequent vaginal delivery. If the placenta previa was entirely implanted, it is generally displaced laterally to reach the fetal head and deliver the baby. Not otherwise it's cut through it. It is not preferable nowadays. Now complication of the placenta previa. In placenta previa, complication divided maternal and fetal complication. In maternal complication, again dividing during pregnancy, during labor and puerperium. In maternal complication during pregnancy, antepartum hemorrhage with shock. Malpresentation, most likely breech, transverse line, oblique line, patient leading in premature labor. In during labor, early rupture of membrane, chances of cord prolapse. Due to slow dilatation of cervix, attachment of placenta on lower uterine segment. In intraparental hemorrhage due to separation of the placenta. Increase the incidence of operative interference due to the continued bleeding, actively bleeding. Patient vitals abnormal or patient it is going to the shock. Postpartum hemorrhage. Chances of postpartum hemorrhage more due to the placenta implantation at the lower uterine segment, and in lower uterine segment after the delivery of the baby lower uterine segment is not retained properly. This leads to postpartum hemorrhage. Retention of placenta due to morbidly adherent to placenta in placenta accreta, increta or rotata. During postpartum. Sepsis is developed, postpartum sepsis is developed due to the increased operative interference, due to the anemia and placenta site near to the vagina. Now sublumination of the uterus or embolism. Now fetal complication. Low birth weight baby. Low birth baby or preterm baby due to the due to the chances of preterm labor or patient present with bleeding PV or continued bleeding PV. Chances of operative interference in the preterm seizure. That's why the low birth baby are more common. Asphyxia, birth asphyxia, most common due to the early separation of the placenta and compression of the placenta or compression of the cord. Intrauterine fetal death due to the severe degree of the separation of the placenta with maternal hypovolemia or hemorrhagic shock. Birth injury due to the operative interference or congenital malformation 3 times more common in placenta previa. Thank you.